Hello, Gemini. It's in the right spot. Yep. There we go. Thank you for tuning in to your general read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. And for the support cards, the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Good. I already shuffled the decks, so let's go ahead. All right, Gemini. Actually, we're gonna. All right, so is that over? No. I think we're just going through in pieces. So let's start with the first piece. I feel like it is going in pieces, actually. The first part of this, what's happening is the Queen of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. Now this situation, I feel like there's something you're working on or have been working on. You got the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this is, it's a business transaction at the very least. It could be work related, but I'm kind of getting like a business transaction. Almost like buying a car or something like that. Somewhere where you do business of some sort, where you purchase something or you sell something. Something like that. This is a situation going on with that. And the other person you're dealing with, at least they have romantic thoughts for you. I'm literally getting what that's about. But I'm not sure if you're not really receptive in the sense of you're not showing that you're interested, or if you just tell them no. But they definitely go different directions. They don't seem to... It seems like you're telling them no, in one sense or another. I'm going to spit my tongue. Maybe they're biting their tongue. They're not telling you. Oh, what's up with that all of a sudden? I kind of feel like I keep biting my tongue. I'm thinking that's what they're saying here. Like, they're not telling you. They're going another direction from it. All right. So, there's a very good business transaction here, but you're centered on business, and they seem to be wanting more, but you're not interested. Or you're at least not... I don't know. I don't feel like it's happening. You're centered on the business aspect. You're aware that they are fond of you, and I feel like you have like a sort of maybe a light interest, maybe, but you're just not. I don't feel like you're playing into it. Okay. That being said, I hope I stop biting my tongue. All right, so I feel like they're biting their. Maybe they're not flat out making that obvious, but you could tell by the way they're acting towards you that they have some interest. And they're very favorable to what you want, and you're fine with that because it helps you out in this business transaction. That's the first set. So this is where we're starting. This seems to go in pieces. That's the first piece. All right, how that's affecting the rest, we'll have to see as we go forward. Now this next part, this is connected. So due to this business transaction, this other person holding their tongue, you have a lot of thoughts going on. You got the Page of Swords, the Moon, and the King of Pentacles on your side for the thought. You're about the business. You're like, this is business. You're thinking things aren't what they really seem. Or maybe you're trying to let this person has interest in you. You're trying to let that work to your advantage. So you're putting out a little communication. And whatever's going on, whatever you're doing, it seems to be causing more of a kerfuffle than anything else. Because I feel like how this comes together, like, I don't know, I feel like in the beginning here, they're showing that they like you. And they do. They have feelings for you. But they're going a different direction, and they're deciding to just, that you're not interested, or they're seeing that you're not really interested. And then you might play into it a little bit, just to see if it could help sweeten the pot for for the business transaction, but you're all about the business, and it seems to cause an issue. And I'm getting confirmation, because I feel like that's what happens. Like, you're about the business. Like, the whole thing here, it's about the business situation. Whatever this business transaction, I feel like for a lot of you, you're purchasing something. Maybe from like a private deal type situation. However this is working out, it's a business transaction of some sort. And the other person seems like according to these cards, they have feelings for you. They're attracted to you at the very least. But in the beginning, you seem to make it clear, or they seem to feel like you're not really interested. But as you go forward, I feel like you try to play into it just a little bit, just to see if it can help the deal on your end. It causes an issue. It causes like arguments, flat out. Like, I feel like the other person, like, they went a different direction. They realize it's not going to happen, and then when you play into it, they don't like it because they never realize it's not going to happen. Now, going forward, on the outside, I feel like one of the reasons it causes problems is somehow either through Facebook or another situation, they get more information about you and they realize either it's not going to happen or you're connected with someone else. For one reason or another, they have gone definitely a different direction. They've decided they're not going to pursue it. For some reason, they either feel like you're not interested, you play the field too much, or you're attached to someone. Whatever reason, they're seeing like this isn't really going to happen. They realize that right off the bat that you're not really interested in them. So when you play into that, they see it for what it is, and it causes an issue. I'm getting this is the reason why, because I'm getting like more, for a lot of you, it's like a Facebook connection or some type of social connection where they realize it's not going to happen. And the way, like, I feel like you're just being nice. Like, you're just kind of being maybe a little flirty. But they realize why you're trying to do it and they get upset. That being said, it does kind of strain out the business transaction. This business deal might fall through. And I feel like you're out there still looking a little longer for this to pan out. It just didn't. I feel like this situation, it didn't pan out. Excuse me. I don't know why I keep biting my tongue. Jeepers. In your mindset about this card at the end, which is the Seven of Pentacles, which means you're still working on it. To me means you're still working on solving this situation. You have to. The meditation brings answers, means you have to think about it. You have to find other avenues to get what you want. Because this one, I feel like, fell through. If you're coming at this at the right time, I feel like it's a warning that, like, being a little flirtatious to see if it can sweeten the pot a little bit is not going to work to your advantage and cause you issues. If you're just trying to sweeten it a little bit, if you're interested and you're just trying to sweeten it a little bit, you're gonna lose the deal by doing that. Some of you, I feel like you're like, well, if it was a little better price, I would. So let me just, play the game a little bit just to see if I can push the price down or something. It's just not gonna go your way. I think the big point is, if you get this far to where you're making the business transaction, if you would go forward with it as is, you should just go forward and don't be flirty. If you wouldn't, it's just a warning. If you're flirty, it's going to cause you aggravation. It's best to not. So I feel like that's the whole point of this read right now. Just to let you know that this person, even though they are conducive and they do find you attractive, they change direction. They choose another direction. And due to some type of social connection, they are just completely turned off by the whole situation. Even though they do think you're attractive and they do like you, they see no real chance here, so they're moving in the other direction. If you get a little flirty, it's going to backfire, just so you know. So if you want this, just realize it's not really a negotiable thing. Otherwise, it looks like you're going to be looking a little bit longer to solve this issue. Yeah, in this time period anyway. Okay. That being said, I feel like we're kind of... That was quick. I feel like that was really quick. 9 minutes, 10 minutes? It's not bad. Alright. I'm going to wrap this up here because it's kind of where it is. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.